I'll give you guys a physique update right now. Just because.
All right. Obliques slowly coming in. These always come in last for most males, so. Chest striation slowly. I feel like my abs will just lean out as time goes on. Like right here is where I hold like most of my fat. See if I can show you guys the back here. This is gonna be hard for me to do. My back is definitely not my strong point, I don't think, so. Definitely improved though, like rear delts and shit. Look at that, that's kind of fucking aesthetic right there. Anyways, that's how we're looking, just under 12 weeks out. Definitely want to be a little bit leaner, so that's why I'm trying to like ramp things up. I started my cals at 2,800, but I decreased this almost instantly because like just needed to drop a bunch of fat. I don't know if you guys want to pause the video and check my numbers here. I started increasing cardio right here. I did go out, that's why I was like super dry. But also keep in mind, I have one meal in me and I'm pretty flat because I did like 450 calories on the incline treadmill this morning. So anyways, I want to put you guys on this right now. So I just want to show you guys 2 or 3 fits. Right now I'm like 192 pounds I was this morning, and I wear a large in everything, including the compressions, but I will show you the long sleeve compressions. So I did get a large, but I would prefer a medium because it's not as tight as I want them to be. I'll just show you right now. So this is the pastel yellow in the new joggers. Then I want this to be like skin tight, and I'll show you with the tees. That's why the tees are like just fucking overpowered, literally Batman type shit. So I'm probably just gonna end up tucking it in. That so it hugs your chest. So nice. Like look at this fit. Anyways, this is like the brown. Then what I'm gonna wear today. I'm not making this video like a clothing haul type shit, any of that, but I do want to show you guys this. So this is the blue compression. Like you guys can feel it. It literally feels like that old Gymshark type shit. This is crazy. And this is the gray. This is probably gonna be hands down probably one of the best sellers, I assume, than the one I'm gonna wear today because black just brings out everything. But look at that. This is a large. So how's this lighting, by the way? Show you guys quick how the legs are doing. Mom and dad, please don't watch this part. This fits perfectly. Like on the chest, like it just hugs everything, and like I would just stay true to your size. Like I'm a large, like I mentioned, but yeah. Anyways, I want to show you guys that, but I think I'm gonna detail some mistakes during cutting and what you guys can probably do to make things go quicker or just easier on yourself when you're cutting. I've done videos like this in the past, and some things have changed, so I'm gonna detail some of that in this video and just vibe. But look at this shirt, man. March 14th. Code Turb, support me if you guys want, and then obviously these joggers. But. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for pre-workout meal, we have to go in literally 10 minutes to go to the gym, so I'm gonna get something in really quick. I don't wanna have like a full meal or else I'll be super bloated. I hate having a lot of food before my workout. Obviously I want to like have enough to fuel my workout, but if I have too much, I feel bloated and I feel like shit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill up this John right here. I'm just gonna do probably 1.5 scoops of whey protein with like 3 or 4 rice cakes. Pretty simple, quick digesting meal. Probably one of the biggest mistakes I would say for anybody cutting is they're not hitting their protein intake. Probably one of the most important things I would say, besides like the obvious like tracking your macros, you know, hitting your calories, shit like that, but hitting your protein. Because you're gonna be in a deficit, it is very important to make sure you're getting enough protein during the day to try and retain or maintain the muscle that you built when you're bulking or just like maintaining and shit. Because when you're in a calorie deficit for so long, it doesn't feel good, right? So having a lot of protein is going to be optimal for gains and just feeling better over the long run. So for most people, that's gonna be anywhere between like 1 gram to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So for me, I'm 190 pounds right now, actually 192 this morning. So I wanna have at least 190 grams of protein, but I like to make sure like I'm spot on with everything and just like a little bit like more than that so that, you know, I just feel better and it fills up my calories with more protein. So I have like 225 to like 240 depending on the day. So I'm gonna have 1 scoop of this as we drive to the gym. Plus I'm going to have 3 of these chocolate rice cakes. Look at the macros on that bitch right there. Look at that. You got that? 3 of these bad boys, 180 calories, 39 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of protein. So that's technically just trace protein, so I'm not gonna count that. But I'm gonna bring 4 of these to the gym. I would say another big mistake is people not having carbs when they're cutting. Like, you're not gonna fuel your workout if you're not having enough carbs. Like, you're gonna have low carb days and high carb days if you do carb cycling like myself. but you don't have to get rid of your carbohydrates completely. You'll feel super drained and flat, which on some days is fine, but on other days you don't want that because you want to fuel your body properly. So 3 rice cakes plus 1.5 scoops of whey protein. It's gonna be the pre-workout meal. We're gonna take, we're thinking double scoop today. Ooh. Sour gummy. Have you tried sour gummy? You haven't tried, can you have it? Cameraman Tyler Hupka is allergic to red food dye. Red food dye. 2 scoops of that plus creatine. I don't know if this works or not, but Turk, that's gonna be a stack. Pre-workout right there. Bam. Then yeah, I think we're hitting, what are we hitting today? Push, chest, we're doing bench.
Absolutely.
Look at this shirt.
You actually might tear that.
I want to name off one more mistake before we leave. We did protein, not enough carbs, not having enough fat. Obviously, again, hitting your calories is very important, so that's like the main thing. But if you're not having enough fat, for males especially, this will happen later on in the cut, but your hormones go all out of whack when you have super low fat. So your sex drive goes down, John down there doesn't work so hot anymore, so just make sure you're having enough fat. I would say at least like 50 grams for most people is gonna be like around the range. But again, if you're hitting your protein and your calories, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. But if you're having too low of fat, then your hormones will be, you know, completely shit. So they will be eventually, like super deep into the cut, but I still wanna, you know, give her as long as I can, you know, so. I hope you guys see some changes right now because I'm, my legs and my back, definitely, I feel like lean out the last. Like my chest and like my midsection is always pretty tight, I would say, for the most part. Another big, actually mistake while we're talking about it, not having pre-workout. If you guys train without pre-workout, that's awesome. Congrats, you are psychologically okay. If you're physically insane like myself, then like good on you. But me personally, respectfully, I would not take that and I would not do that. I will continue my caffeine addiction until I'm no longer on this planet. So caffeine, the more caffeine you have, okay, I'm gonna say this fucking wrong. If you have like black coffee and caffeine, it actually burns more calories throughout the day, I believe. With caffeine, how it works with your body or something like, don't quote me on that, but I don't know, I read that somewhere. Buddy behind me was I'm a hazard on the road right now. You drive. OG Billy talent right there. We are at the Jimbo right now. Big mistake people make is not taking enough rest days. Taking rest days is so important, especially you're gonna be so tired from training in a calorie deficit that taking rest days is so important, and you will actually feel better after a rest day. I guarantee you, you'll feel more full, probably put the calories more to work. Not more to work, but you'll get that full feeling. So taking at least, I would say at least 1 rest day a week if you're doing like push-pull legs, or I take 2, so I go 3 on, 1 off. That's just how the programming I like to do. And obviously lifting heavy and all that shit, go. I'll talk about lifting heavy in the gym and shit because you should probably still be doing that if you want to maximize or at least try and maintain your muscles. So what's a mistake you personally make?
How fast I probably cut my calories.
If you cut your calories way too quick, you're gonna feel the effects of, you know, dropping those calories. So eventually you will get down to a pretty low amount, especially if you're wanting to get like super shredded, not just lean. There's a difference between lean and shredded. Like I'm not shredded right now, I'm trying to get shredded. So that extra like 1 to 2% actually makes a difference. Let's say you go into like 1,000 calorie deficit compared to like a 500 calorie deficit right off the hop. So do it strategically and lower it as needed. Sometimes less is more, right? So you still want to be eating as much as you possibly can, training hard and losing body fat. If you're not losing body fat, then you're definitely gonna have to lower your calories. Then just see how your weight fluctuates week to week, basically. So yeah, that's another big thing, tracking your weigh-ins. Lose anywhere between like, I would say 1 to 2% of your total body weight weekly, like the average. So weigh yourself every day, take the average. Bada bing, bada boom. You guys are in the gym, even if you're trying to lose body fat, a bunch of people say different things. I personally believe if you lift heavy or as heavy as you possibly can, at least once a week, and then focus on like hypertrophy or like more reps, more volume later on in the week, you will be fine in terms of retaining muscle. That's why I try and hit like a top set of, I don't know, a heavy 3 or 4. Obviously I'm not like a month out of competition, but like anywhere between, I would say that 8 to 10 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks out kind of thing, I'm still gonna keep going as heavy as possible. But then anything under 8 weeks, I'll probably change it in terms of not being stupid and lifting heavy, but I want to retain as much muscle as possible, so, and strength somewhat. So I'm going for like a heavy, maybe 3 or 4 with 315, and then 2x8. Alright guys, so I just want to end off this video talking a little bit, I guess, where my head is at and kind of my mentality so far. Already, I think it's been like 7 weeks into prep. I haven't even been like that strict, I would say. At times it has been strict, but now I definitely got to ramp things up in terms of just tightening everything up. So a lot of people, I feel like, even when they're trying to get cut and like super lean, obviously they can make like a bunch of mistakes in terms of doing certain things too quickly. Like I mentioned, lowering your calories too quick or doing too much cardio right off the hop, stuff like that. So you're gonna get super drained, especially when you're a natural. It's gonna be super hard to maintain that over like 12 to 16 weeks. So I guess in terms of being mentally prepared every single day to know that like not every day is gonna be like the best day. Like depending on your sleep, depending on your water, a lot of different factors can kind of tie into you feeling either super good or feeling like shit, or you can be like moody. I haven't really felt like the mood really go down yet. Feel like 10 weeks, below 10 weeks, something around there. Mood's probably gonna change, especially if my calories are super low. Just honestly depending on how I'm looking, because I know based on like how body dysmorphia in terms of like my own head, I feel like that will really determine how I feel that day. You know, if I look super good, then my day will probably be better. But if I look, you know, not how I want to look, or look more watery, or I'm just holding on to more weight, you know, especially love handles and stuff like that, for me, if that doesn't slowly start going down, then that's definitely gonna affect me mentally. So I just want to let you guys know that like that type of shit is gonna happen even when you're just doing a regular cut, right? Not everyone's doing this to do like a contest prep, and I hope you guys don't, because honestly it's really good for discipline and to push yourself. But at the end of the day, a bunch of people probably just do it to get shredded or to get lean, and that's honestly what you guys should be doing, right? That's like a normal cut for most people. Or if you have like a photo shoot, or maybe like a vacation or something like that you're working towards. So yeah, just know you're gonna have up days, you're gonna have down days, you're gonna have days where you look fucking sick, maybe after like a high carb day. You're gonna look flat some days based on, you know, maybe a low carb day, or depending on how hard your training was, if you're super fatigued, stuff like that. So just know that every day and every week isn't gonna be linear. So just mentally prepare yourself to just keep pushing, basically, because that's all you can do, especially when you don't know how every day is gonna be, right? So yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna end the video here, guys. When I'm dropping this video, it's like 11, just under 11 weeks out, or it might be 11 weeks out. Sorry, just over 11 weeks out or 11 weeks out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy the video, please sub, like if you enjoyed it, but only if you enjoyed it. And yeah, peace out. Love you guys.